Jeez. Last week we had fucking Ian on. Jesus, by the end of it, we're all losing weight.
Yeah, Ian goes, watch out, man. They had me for an hour and a half. He goes, and then we just stopped it for no reason.
Yeah, Mark just looks at his watch and goes, all right, that's it.
Well, I don't want to do like a fucking 4-hour one.
Yeah, fuck that.
He stopped it. Ian get paranoid. Was it something I said?
Yeah, it's so funny.
That's funny. I should have texted him afterwards saying that was fun. I just didn't send it to him. He's probably going over his head like.
Yeah, he's getting freaked out.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh yeah, but it just starts." That's.
I was talking to Dean before he came in about Gertie, the puppy.
Oh yeah,
He's a pandemic pup.
lovely fella.
Yeah,
Lovely chap.
Mark's favorite.
Oh, Mark's afraid of dogs.
No, when I first brought her to the show, I said, hey, Mark, say hi to Gertie. He goes, I'm good. That's what he said. I'm good. I was like, what did you say?
He's afraid of dogs.
No, Gertie sound. It was more because Dean was like, "Do you want to meet my dog?" I was like, "I'm okay."
Yeah.
I like how chill. Is it a he or she?
It's a girl, Gertie. It's not a dude named Gertie. It's a good book. That's a good book, though.
Yeah, dude named Gertie.
Yeah, dude named Gertie. It's like
what kind of name is Gertie?
It's like a
German.
Coen Brothers film. A dude named Gertie.
Gertrude.
Yeah, short for Gertrude.
Oh,
It's an old lady's name.
Yeah.
You know, you got like Gertie or Gertrude.
Nancy.
You got Mildred.
You
You got
Nancy's an old one.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Bernadette.
What one? Agnes.
That's a good one.
Yeah, there's like no, like, I mean, like, there's, like, with dudes, there's not even any old dude names anymore, like Frank.
I was going to say, baby Frank would be weird.
Yeah, there's no Franks, there's no Freds. Dean's even an old name.
No, I think because fucking, what's that famous Dean one?
Dean Delray.
Dean Delray, yeah. James
Dean Martin.
Oh yeah, Dean Martin, James Dean.
Yeah.
Who's the first guy who said that? Sounds like a
made-up name.
A made-up name.
I like how you guys have two guys I can't understand on the podcast. That should be the name of the podcast. Two guys you can't understand and their guest.
That's the niche.
Because this guy, like, I can't hear out of my right ear. It's fried from music. So this guy with a mask, it was like what was that Dick Tracy character, Mumbles, remember? So whenever I see him, like, he brings me up. I don't even know if he's bringing me up on stage. He goes, yeah, but it's about a wee high, a little bit of sitter. And then when I clown him on his Zoom Fest, all the girls that like him are just frowning on me. Fuck you. It's like a sexy accent. It's the least sexiest accent.
That's how you know you're straight. You're not into my accents.
I know his of his wee high. Dean Delray.
He makes you sound cooler than you.
I can see Dean at the side of the stage. He's like, "Is it me?"
Yeah,
Is
is
it me?
that,
Yeah,
did he say go? Did he say
yeah,
go?
because I'm in the back room. I go, did he just call me? I think he just called anyone. Just go up.
It's funny here because like there's a shine on the window. So if you're on stage and I don't know if a comic is here,
Yeah,
I'll just be looking and I can't see
Getting blinded.
anything.
I know.
And then people are inside the window being like, "I'm here."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll do another 25 minutes.
I sometimes think the audience is just laughing at you, like uncomfortable, like we didn't hear what the joke was, but I think we laugh here. He's like, yeah,
That must be a nightmare.
Oh, nightmare.
I was at a bar and you see the bell. Huh.
I've had people, I know you said it before as well, but I've had people re-quote things you've said to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what? Do you
Like,
remember any?
I like his thing about knee high to a dog.
Oh, yeah.
This guy is like a little more cleaner of it.
I don't see it. I've been trying.
Yeah, but Mark just doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, it's a good thing. Do you smoke weed, Mark? I never seen you smoke weed. Good thing, man. Can you
You
imagine?
think so? I think it's good for him. I think it would be good for him.
No, he'd be like, oh.
Yeah, just giving up.
Yeah.
The problem is, if it like someone I won't try.
I didn't hear one thing he said just now. What did he say right there?
That's hilarious.
We need some subtitles, dude. Like a teleprompter right here with
You know
subtitles.
the way they have those hats that say words?
Oh, yeah. Like dumb Mike David would wear.
Yeah.
I'll start typing here.
Yeah, he types.
Yeah. You should be the fucking
translator here.
translator. Yeah.
We get a screen. I'll just fix words.
Yeah.
But
you can check it.
oh yeah, I said like if I like someone, I just won't try. I'll just be like as if I'm hanging with a buddy back in Ireland.
Yeah.
So my whole mouth will just go, you can finally relax. Because it's tough enough at times just being on the whole day to speak.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how are you?
Yeah.
I need to steer away from that. You have to keep it like Irish but not American.
Yeah.
And understandable.
Because the shame will kick in.
You can't say
if I hear myself being like,
Yeah.
I'd love a coffee.
Well, I think it's the low frequency that fucks you up. Because try it in a higher frequency. Try his frequency.
Do you know what? If I put on an...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I go...
If you get up in a higher thing, you're fucking going to sound right. But you're down here
That's
like...
true.
So you're not even speaking from your chest. You're lazy speaking. So you're like...
That's the Cork accent. It has to end high.
Yeah.
Where he's
Right.
from. Yeah, so it ends high. He
Yeah,
goes
like
up
a-
like that.
like the old
That's
Luck-
the thing about me. Is
like
that
the
I
Lucky
talk like
Charms.
This. And yeah, so he goes up at the end.
Is that commercial even allowed anymore? The Lucky
They don't
Charms
even
one?
sell them in Ireland.
Yeah, that's not an Irish thing.
Yeah.
Never heard of them.
Yeah. I don't think they...
One of my favorite things is the glaze over someone's eyes
yeah.
when I'm saying something and I know they can't understand me. And
Yeah.
I get in their head, they're like, oh no. And then they just go like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, man. Like, my right ear doesn't work, like I said. So if he calls me on
hilarious.
if he gets me on the phone, that fucking phone's on 10. And I'm like, got the headphone in like this. Like,
You're like fucking
I
a
think-
war.
I think he said he wanted me to do a show. Saturday? Yeah.
That's why people be like, oh, you text a lot. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
thank
it's
God.
Yeah.
Please text
It's
me.
fucking
With you, it's
easy.
like text only. It's like that Seinfeld episode. Remember the low talker?
Oh, yeah.
So he ends up wearing the pirate
The
shirt.
pub,
Yeah, the low
That's
talker.
right. The words get stuck in my chest. I'm
can
not
tell.
even coughing them out.
Fucking, like, because I can understand him.
The thing, if
better-
I do
I'm
an
better
English
at you
accent,
enunciating.
I bet you'd understand. Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
You
see?
see?
But you go up, too.
Yeah.
Because you're trying.
Start
Like,
it up.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you, mate?
Yeah,
You know?
but otherwise I'm just like, come on down to the pit of my stomach.
I didn't hear one thing right there. Not
You're
one.
missing gems.
Damn. You might be the funniest fucker I've ever known, but I don't know. 'Cause
Might
I
be.
don't-
Might be.
He might be. He could be fucking Dave Chappelle for all I know, but I can't understand his jokes. So I just go with it.
I was doing Jesus the other night, Laugh Factory, and there was like the front four people. They were just looking at me like
Yeah.
I was in a museum.
Yeah.
But that might be in the accent, though. Yeah.
They were looking at me, and it was like a piece of art that they couldn't figure out. Do we get it?
Like the Museum of Accents.
Yeah, they were just like, and then by the end, it was hilarious. It was like two white dudes, big beards, and then two black women next to him. And it was like a couple days. It was like they had morphed each other.
Yeah.
It was unreal. And then by the end, the woman just there. I was like, "That's it." She was like, "That's it." She goes, "That's it."
Oh my God.
She was like, "You're coming out with us after." I was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh, you meant... Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Can you imagine him ordering in a noisy bar?
Oh, it's
Just
impossible.
Like, they goes, what?
The other night was at, did you ever go to On the Rocks?
Yeah, upstairs.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
And the barman was just like, I ordered a vodka. He just gives me a glass of whiskey.
You took it. You didn't change it. You took it. Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck this.
Yeah.
he goes, was that not what you ordered? I was like, I've been waiting 4 deep.
You got to have like those shapes on your phone and different things. Like when you just show up at a loud bar, it's just a shot of vodka photo of it. I'll just take this.
You learn sign language.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be so great. You just don't even talk. You're just like.
Yeah, just hold it up.
It's so weird to be here at Jam in the Van during the day. It's like
it's
like the haunted house with the lights on. You know what I mean? It's like, oh wow,
just swings rocking.
Yeah,
it's scary out here.
It's so funny. I came out here like I don't know, maybe the first 2 months of the pandemic, and I was gonna do like a talk show here.
Oh yeah.
And then I realized no one's gonna come because of the pandemic, man. It was just like that's. That's when it was hardcore. But I came out for a meeting and I was like, yeah, this could work. And then I was like, how we can't. The idea was to be like kind of like a late night show, have a band and a comic.
Oh yeah.
But how are we gonna get anybody then? You know.
Was that the very start?
The very start, yeah. So it was like, this ain't gonna happen.
Sounds like something you could do right here.
It's
Jam in the Van.
I feel like it's almost over.
Yeah.
No one's wearing masks anymore.
No.
2 weeks ago in that coffee place, they looked at you sideways if you had your mask down a little.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now we walked in and none of them were wearing masks.
Yeah.
Well, it's so weird because it's almost like what the news wants you to have. So right now, they're not reporting on COVID. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about COVID at all right now. I was like, hey, it's still out there. I mean, it's just like, that was last year's news. You know?
You're right.
My brother's telling me in Ireland, he like works in computers and stuff, and he's working with a team in Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
And a team in Belarus, I think. And he said Tel Aviv is like COVID is a thing of the past. It's over. Whereas Belarus, they're like still dying from it all over the place.
Yeah, it's crazy shit, man. I you know what's really weird is how programmed your brain is to see people with masks. And then when you don't see, so I walked into the gym. I've been going to the gym for a couple months now, mask and everything. And I walked in like 2 days ago after the weekend, and it was like immediately your brain goes, whoa, like right away, like whoa. So because you're so used to a mask on someone, and there was no mask, and I was like, oh wow, it's weird how quickly your brain has programmed to seeing people with masks.
Yeah, like at the Rocks that I went to, my buddy was DJing. It was packed. Sweat dripping off the walls, kind of packed.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone was just like, it was my first time being back, like in the packed place.
Yeah.
And it's straight away, I didn't even care. I thought I'd be like, could you step away from me?
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, whose drink is this? Who gives a fuck?
Oh, man. I saw some crazy outdoor party last weekend. It was like an illegal, like, secret party. It was called, like, Mad Max or whatever. It was down in the L.A. riverbed.
Really?
It was like, oh, man, I wish we had a computer.
Did people get dressed up for it?
Dude, there's like 20,000 people.
Seriously?
Just going
I think
crazy.
I saw people dressed up for it.
It was
Jesus Christ.
wild, man.
That's
I mean,
mad.
wild. Like fireworks and burnouts and
But
bands playing.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was like, I couldn't believe it.
Didn't they do something like that under the freeway? Like maybe a month ago, and like the cops came, people were just burning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Exactly the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
This thing was huge.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'll send it over to you, the footage. It was like, what the
Did you go, or did you hear about it?
No, I just saw it on.
He was in the middle.
Yeah.
Organized it.
Yeah. I didn't go because I like to wear a mask. They weren't wearing masks at that party.
That's what it was.
I wonder.
Can we get a little warmer in here?
Yeah, I would pump
Please?
up the heat.
Yeah. Pump up the heat.
The back of my knees are sweating already.
Yeah.
You're wearing shorts.
Gertie's over here going panting. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Here, how did you lose your right ear?
Just rock music and motorcycles.
Really? Motorcycles?
Oh, yeah. So the pipes are on the right side. You know,
No
the
way.
exhaust. So just years of. I mean, dude, I'm talking years of just. And the wind. And then you get to the gig and you play guitar. And the amps on the right. Everything just barrage this goddamn ear. It doesn't work at all anymore. I do a bit about it, and sometimes people are like, ooh, like they're sad. Like, I could get a hearing aid. Some of my friends are rocking hearing aids now. I'm 55, man.
Would it be like a hidden one though?
Yeah, you don't see it. But
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
one of my granddad used that one?
No, those old ones that look like a CB on the back of your ear, and it was ugly skin color.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like the Band-Aid. Remember the original Band-Aid?
It looked like a fucking like a sea urchin sticking
Yeah,
out.
right.
your ear.
Yeah. It looks like a piece of sushi.
Yeah,
Right there.
just
like a Ebby, you
Like a
know.
bad Star Trek species that never made the
Now
cut.
you don't even see him, man.
The early Klingon.
The
My
best.
my buddy got him though, and he's like, I just threw him off because you start hearing everything, and you don't want to hear everything.
Oh yeah, I heard it's really sensitive. You can hear like something happening.
Really?
You can hear like
You just start
Oh,
hearing
no
everything.
way. It's like AMSR or whatever it's called.
AMSR, BDSM.
I'm just fucked at movies. That's when I'm fucked the most.
Oh.
Because, man, when they get into a part like, it's over here. I said, go over there. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now on the film at all. And I just paid $15. I don't know
The
what's
most
going-
tense scene.
Man, I saw Get Out, you know? And that's like a few years back. And it was just like, I said over here.
You're sitting there just with your left ear.
Oh, and then I got you can get a hearing impaired headset from them, which is probably where COVID was created. You know what I mean? Hey, you clean this, right? Oh yeah, they're just pulling it out of some old bucket. You know, I got one. It was the worst fucking headset ever. I'm like,
Was it?
update your headset. Now if you got the iPhone, earbuds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can do it.
You can turn this on, and it turns into kind of like a hearing aid.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah. So you know how I knew about that? I was reading that people were spying.
Just
on
gonna
people.
say it's like a spy tactic.
Yeah. So
Really?
They put one earbud in a bedroom or wherever they want to spy, and then they put the other one in, and then they can listen in on people.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Jeez.
You can probably record at the same time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice and creepy.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, I tried that, and it didn't work. You know?
Oh, it didn't. So you
Yeah.
just,
Sometimes I'm at the movies, I do this. I'm not kidding. I can hear better when it's like this. Like full Dumbo.
Imagine you're on a first date. And she
Oh,
looks
yeah. Can you imagine? So old. Hey, you dye your beard, but you're doing this. I don't know. He looks 30, but he does this like grandpa.
And you're you're on the phone texting with one finger.
In giant font. My grandfather used to always do that, though. You go, hey,
You should get one of those horns.
you
those
do
little-
this, eh? Like, what the fuck? But this works, man. It's
Does it actually
try
work?
This. Yeah, try this.
Definitely work. I did
do
the
the
other day.
podcast like this. See
Oh my
when I'm
God.
you do it like this.
Cup-
Yeah, there you go.
cup-
Cup it
yeah.
like this.
Oh, yeah.
It
It is
captures
like,
the hearing.
Not like a fucking.
This is a hearing
Like
aid
that.
for the poor.
Not like a sofa.
A hearing aid for the poor. You're in class. Parents can't afford a hearing aid. So
The
this
double
is-
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. You're just straight Dumbo. Fuck, look at that.
I can.
It actually works.
Oh, yeah.
God
Jesus.
damn it. Right ear does not work.
Imagine you're on a date and a girl's like, Dean,
Yeah.
I think I love you. And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Hey. Dude, it's gotten worse too over the last couple of years. Like I don't even like to say it, you know, like out loud, but like, you know, like my fear is crowd work because they say something, they might be like, that's a great joke, and I'll be like, hey, fuck you. Fucking get this fucking heckler out of here. And they goes, what the fuck? I said it was a great joke, you know. Just don't hear, you know. Oh my God.
That would be a balls, all right.
Oh, I riff on it now, though. When somebody says something, I go, I'm 55. I can't hear shit.
It's unreal. Jesus, that's funny.
Yeah. I did an interview with a big rock star, the singer for Whitesnake.
All right.
This is way
must
before
be
your
deaf.
times. And so he goes, Dean, is the podcast got headphones or none? And I go, no headphones. And he goes, hearing aids. And his assistant came in with a case and he just popped them in.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's old, man. I think he's like 70. But shit, I mean, you could be fucking 30 these DJs, like in Vegas and shit,
Oh, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
their hearing's
I'm
going to
half
be
deaf,
gone, man.
Right, shout.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you're DJing, like I DJ'd for years, and you're DJing, oh, good, it's a pro assistant over there. But when you're DJing for years and you got headphones on, especially like a lot of guys just run one,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
And you're fucking, dude, I mean, because, you know, when you're in a giant club and the crowd's kind of loud, you're trying to get above the crowd and everything. These headphones are on 2-3 hours a day. And then during the day, you got your earbuds in.
Yeah.
You know, the ears are gone.
And the free ears, listen to the club speakers. Busting.
That's even worse. Your other one's just
yeah.
getting hammered, you know.
You can't reverse that, can you? Being deaf.
Oh,
Implants.
Really? There's no. Oh,
You can speak
implants?
louder.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I do.
shouting. Yeah.
Shout.
Yeah, I mean, they got the hearing aid, you know. And
Oh,
they look,
yeah.
you can't see them now, so.
Are they like tiny?
Yeah,
I feel like we're all
they
shouting.
got two different
Implants.
ones.
Implants.
They got one that'll go behind your ear, and it's kind of like a clear wire. You don't even see it.
All right.
Like some of the guys in the movies use these hearing things when they need lines.
All right. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I was just seeing that. I was watching, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr., and he said they were changing the words, the script so much on Tropic Thunder. I saw this on the Rogan podcast, that he would just have them feed the lines.
Really?
Because it's just new pages every day because they're rewriting the jokes and
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you know? So, yeah, that's pretty interesting, just getting lines feed to you.
That'd be tough to do, wouldn't it?
Seems like-
Yeah, I know, because of the timing. you
Yeah,
know?
and
like
like-
you're listening to you, I'm listening to you, and but while I'm listening to you, the guy's feeding me a line. But that guy's such a goddamn pro, dude.
Yeah, but that's beyond pro.
I know, beyond pro.
So
He's
you
just,
be like reacting, and then you're not going like what?
I know, right? Yeah, come again. Yeah, that guy Robert Downey Jr. is one of the greatest actors of all
Oh
time.
yeah, I saw that little clip on Rogan where he's very he seems down to earth, like he's not.
Yeah, I love that guy, man. I mean, he kills it on all the films,
Yeah.
you know. And then, you know, fucking. What about how good? What's the dude's name? I was just talking about it yesterday. Totally underrated. Fucking from The Fighter, you know.
Kristen Bell.
Yeah, how
Oh,
good
yeah.
is this dude?
Yeah, he's unreal.
Like I was looking, you know, I follow this fucking good movies Instagram.
Yeah.
Fucking good movies, it's called. And they're just showing clips from every one of his films. And I go, hey, this guy is so underrated.
Is he underrated?
Well, I mean, I think he should be like at the top.
Oh, yeah.
As far as right now in the last 20 years, look at his
Yeah.
run, man. Like he should just be always coming out of people's mouth. Like,
Yeah,
look, I
yeah.
barely remembered his name right now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And I fucking think he's a genius.
Do you know, have you heard him speak normally?
Yeah, he's got an accent.
Yeah, he's like English.
Yeah,
or-
yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, what?
God, he's so.
Yeah, he's unreal.
No, Australian, huh?
Yeah.
He's English. Or
Yeah.
Welsh. Something like that.
That was like the first time I
Hopefully
saw Billy Bob Thornton talk after Sling Blade. You know, like that movie. He's like, he plays this crazy maniac. He's like, well, I guess you want to know what I did. Hey, I don't know. And then I saw him on like fucking Letterman, and he's like, yeah, so, I mean, when I wrote the script, I was like, oh, I mean, this guy looked different. He sounded different. I go, that's not the fucking guy.
Do you see him in Fargo?
Oh, yeah.
He's unreal, isn't he?
See, that guy's a crusher.
Yeah.
He's a crusher.
Yeah, I think he's underrated big time.
Sling Blade is a masterpiece.
I don't think I've seen
You got to
that.
see that.
Really?
Man. It's this lunatic that lives in a
Write it
shed.
down.
Right, that
Yeah,
down the book.
please watch Sling Blade.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it all?
Oh, and you know who's in it? Is it came out like 20 years ago. Jack Ritter's in it. Jack Tripper from Three's Company. And
Oh.
he kills it.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, he is.
That guy's a genius. Super funny.
Is
I
he?
grew up with all the funny TV people, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like Mr. Farley or Mr. Furley or the Ropers. This is
black,
all from
this
one.
sounds like black and white TV.
It's all from one dumb show, Three's
Sounds like
Company.
the first TV show.
Just genius fucking comedy, you know? Like
first
you
two
don't
TV
see
shows.
anymore at all.
Really?
Like guys that were killer sidemen.
Oh yeah.
You know those dudes that you just go like, how fucking funny is that guy?
I'm trying to think who's the last like funny sitcom guy that came on to be a movie star.
Oh, sitcoms into movies?
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox.
No, but that's ages ago.
That Irish fella, the comedian.
I mean, recently.
Recently.
Oh, Chris O'Dowd. Yeah, he did well.
Who?
Chris O'Dowd.
Who?
Chris O'Dowd. He's I've never seen Bridesmaids, but he's the cop in Bridesmaids, and that's what everyone recognizes him from.
I'd say this is a very Irish niche.
Right.
To know
Oh
that.
yeah, because the sitcoms he was in were like British comedy TV shows.
Say an American sitcom
Right.
actor to movie.
I haven't watched a sitcom in 20 years because it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I would go to people that were shooting TV shows, and I would do. I mean, you know what? I think the last funny real show that was on TV, actual regular network, was Two Broke Girls. I saw that.
Was that funny?
Oh yeah, that shit was funny.
Really?
Yeah,
oh man,
I didn't watch too much of it, but
yeah, neither did I. But I went, and the two girls were just crushing it because they would feed them new jokes. They'd step over, try this joke, and they'd go action, and they would just crush the next joke, and I'd be like, man, and that show is really funny. But I haven't watched TV since I started comedy, really, because once I started, I just turned off my cable. I haven't had a TV in 11 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have one either.
I don't have one at all. People come over, they're like,
yeah, they get freaked out, don't
they
they?
start looking around like you're a serial killer.
I considered selling my TV last week because I was watching too much. But
just give it away.
Went against it.
Yeah.
How much do you even sell it for?
It's a big TV.
Remember when the flat screen first came out? They were $20,000.
Yeah.
Now they're on every lawn for free in Hollywood.
Not mad.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I was moving into an apartment. And the guy goes, "I'll leave these screens for you. They're nice. They're all mounted." I go, "I don't want those. Pull them off and have the walls fixed. I'm never going to look at the..." And he was pissed because he knew they weren't worth shit and he had to patch the walls and everything.
I'll leave these monitors here.
Yeah, it was like these monitors.
People do get a bit freaked though. They're like, "Are you poor?"
I know.
My dad loves TVs. Like, he fucking collects them.
Really?
He's one out in the back, one in his room, one in the kitchen. I didn't in the kitchen anymore.
This is fucking
a TV.
When the Instagram came out, I didn't look at TV ever again.
Yeah,
I was just like, oh, like Instagram. I did a lot of coke and could quit it. I quit cocaine, cigarettes, booze, no problem. Instagram, I can't fucking quit it. If I'm on a plane and the battery died, or they got the shit Wi-Fi on Southwest,
they're freaking out.
Yeah, you're like, God damn it. Load up the photo. It's like early internet where it would just, I remember my buddy would be like, "Hey, come in here and look at this photo of this guitar." And I'd come in and be all,
I was just thinking that the other day. We
Dude,
accepted it.
hit me in an hour when that thing's up. And then the DSL line came out and he's like, "Look at this." And he pressed on it and it would come up. I was like, "All right, I'll get a computer now." We're not in the cave.
You're yeah, Jesus. Dean before. I want to hear some of the rock stories.
Oh man. Dude, it's just like comedy. I just played music every day of my life. For years. And then one day I was like, I'm out.
How come? Just the year was gone?
25 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just too much retired.
Well, it was just like, people just, you go, "Hey, you want to buy a CD?" And they go, "Oh, my friend burned it for me. It's great. We love it." Right to your face. And you go, "Oh, cool. Now, how about a tip or something?" You know what I mean? You're just, like, everything these days is digital panhandling. Like, we're all homeless on the internet. Can I get $1? Buy a ticket? Get a shirt? It's all digital panhandling. We're all fucking panhandling out there.
That's fucking true. I never thought about that.
Were you partying the shitload? When did you quit booze and everything?
Well, again, I got diabetes like 5 years ago, so I don't fuck around at all with any kind of sugar. And booze is all sugar, you know. Oh yeah, you're like, You got like 9 different drinks over there trying to hydrate from last night's booze fest. You got 2 bottles of hydrate, a coffee, a celery juice, and some fucking immunity. You're like, I think I'm gonna feel better.
I'm just waiting for the nighttime to come.
Dude, the sweat rolling down my back right now. Dude, I didn't know you did your podcast in one of those hot yoga rooms.
2 for 1.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're gonna leave with ads.
We should just be doing yoga right now.
You're gonna leave with some content.
We've
and
been
some
in
ads.
here like 40 minutes. I'm just thinking of Ian in here for an hour and a half. He's already weighs 90 pounds. He must have left at like 68 pounds.
He left without opening the door. He just went, went underneath.
He was still paranoid last week. We at that coffee place. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize he was like a big germaphobe.
Yeah.
Oh, but so he was like, they asked him for some tea at the coffee. Oh no, he got a tea.
Yeah.
And he was like, he goes, are you going to use gloves to pick up the tea bag? And she was like, pardon? He's like, can you wash your hands before you touch my tea bag?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Is it like?
I'm not lying. Yeah,
that sounded gross.
Yeah. And she was like, okay.
No, man.
He's gone off.
Yeah.
Ian's neurotic. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. You know, like, I've gotten sick like 4 times in my life.
That's it.
Yeah, never got a flu shot.
You seem sickly.
I never got, I got like, I remember the last time I had the flu was season 3 of Breaking Bad. And the reason I know was for 3 years, fucking people at the Comedy Store kept going, dude, are you watching Breaking Bad? How are you not watching Breaking Bad? Like, I didn't have the TV, remember? And I was like, oh, yeah, because I fucking go out and do shit. You know, like, same reason I don't watch sports. Dude, we got to get home for the game. I'm like, just fucking Google who won the 49er game. The 49ers won by 8 points. Done. Game over. Game fucking over.
Game over.
Did that while I was out and fucking hiking in Yosemite. You know what I mean? Fucking.
I met Dean the other day for coffee.
Yeah.
We just
so it was so Hollywood. So Hollywood. Whenever I think of somebody that says, fuck those Hollywood douchebags. Which, by the way, whenever someone says that and you click on their Twitter account, they live in like Oklahoma. Fuck Hollywood. It's like, oh, you're right.
I thought you were going to say
Oklahoma
Highland Park.
rocks.
Even or something like fucking.
As they're watching TV.
Sherman Oaks.
You know what I mean? Everything made in Hollywood.
They're watching 9 hours of TV a
Fuck
day.
yeah, they are. All
Fuck
made
you,
in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Fuck you. You know what? Hollywood should say, from now on, anyone that's fucking against Hollywood, you can't watch shows. Watch how fast they'll fucking change. You know, Hollywood ain't that bad. As soon as they got to hear their wife talk all day. Jimmy! You know what I mean? But fuck, so we're at the coffee shop.
Oh, yeah, we sit down.
I meet him for, I'll buy you a coffee. It's your birthday. Let's hang out.
Okay.
Immediately, both of us just this.
On the phone.
For
it was
40
bliss.
minutes. And our batteries die simultaneously. And we both look at each other like, we might have to talk to each other. Hey, I got to get rolling. And we left. It was so true.
Seems like a satisfactory interaction.
Oh,
though. It
yeah.
wasn't
It was
like,
unreal.
Total Hollywood. Total Hollywood. Like, oh, fuck.
Here's the transaction we had. Dean goes, do you want me say hi to Gertrude? I was like, I'm okay. We sat down on the phone.
Yeah.
Dean was offended by your.
No, he gets it now.
Yeah.
You're okay with it now, yeah.
Gertie's got merch now. And, so I posted up the merch, which, by the way, one of the greatest graphic designers on the planet did it. His name's Aaron Draplin, and he is a genius. So I sent him a photo. I go, hey, I want to get some merch for Gertie. And he kills it with this cool design. I mean, like, even if I didn't have the dog, I'd wear the merch. I was like, it's like something you go into Kif and they go, yeah, it's $280 for that hoodie. It's the Gertie hoodie. It's $280.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Oh, fuck yeah. In a minute. So I post up the hoodie, and Mark hits with the comment, I'm good. Now it's just fucking funny, man. Oh. Gertie's
What's it now? I'm wearing all Gertie merchandise.
Yeah, Gertie merch.
What would you do? Yeah, if I was like, imagine if someone got infatuated with your pet.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I'll mind them. And then you're just like, wait, where's Gertie been for the last 4 weeks? Slowly stealing it.
What's this ransom note?
Yeah. It'd be funny if you wore the Gertie merch, but you didn't like Gertie. You just like the hoodie.
I do like Gertie's chill.
Yeah, she is chill, man. I got her in October during the pandemic when I figured we're never doing stand-up again.
Yeah.
Because that was the word every day.
Wasn't it?
Clubs aren't opening for 9
Forever,
years.
yeah.
It's going to be like 9 years.
How about all the clowns who moved away?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's funny, I think.
Yeah. And like, Laugh actually has been back exactly like
Right.
it was.
Right. Well, there was a few things going around. There would be like, once the clubs are open, everybody moves, so it's going to be dead. I'm like, 2 people moved. Two ticket sellers moved.
Yeah, ticket sellers.
Yeah,
that's
2
the thing.
ticket sellers. The rest,
Open micers.
Yeah. It's like 2 ticket sellers moved, and those guys can fly to LA and go on every night if they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's funny because people were bombarding me. Like they really forget what they're fucking saying. They're like, yeah, when are you getting out of that shithole? And this is a fan.
That's mad.
You know what I mean? Yeah, fucking libertard California shithole and all this. I'm like, hey, dude, I live here, right? Born and raised. Everything you love is made here. And not everybody has money just to I'm going to move and start a whole new life and find new friends. And 35 years of grinding it out here. Let me just start all over at 55. Hey, I moved here. I'm here. Yeah, I know you got a bunch of people that have, done their time here, but I'm here.
Yeah, let me
I'm
in.
an LA comedian. I know how much you love LA.
I think it's like a collective midlife crisis people are having.
I don't know. I just panicked. It'd be
Well, I
funny
mean-
if you moved to somewhere where it wasn't like a good comedy scene.
Yeah.
Just say if you went.
Well, I mean, I moved to New York. When I wasn't getting enough stage time, I just said, I'm going to New York.
Oh, you did? When was that?
Yeah, well, I didn't tell anybody. So
Oh,
you
really?
just don't tell anybody you moved.
Yeah.
I mean, why tell anybody? I lived in New York 3 years. No one even knew. I was just like, yeah, I'm just out here doing spots. You know what I mean?
You can say that easily.
Paying rent.
If you tell anybody you fucking moved, then they're like, he moved. They're not going to call you.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh, that's
man.
the key.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
doing spots. Oh, I'm doing the cellar.
I'm not. Well, once I got past the cellar and the stand, I was like, well, I'm gonna go out there and dive into some comedy out there.
What was the difference, like spots a week that you'd get?
Well, the thing is, you can do like 5 spots in a night in one club.
Oh, one club?
Well, because they got
early,
3 different shows and 2
yeah.
different rooms.
Yeah.
So, shit, you could just go up the street, eat dinner, and just do spots. But after a while, it does get a lot like LA. If you're in LA at a certain level, you can get a lot of spots in town. Not me, but I'm saying, guys that are at that level, they can go on all 3 rooms if they want anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
But if you're not that high up, though.
yeah, if you're not that high up, but it's a hustle, and I know most people wouldn't be able to handle it. You got to run to subways.
Oh, yeah.
You got to grind. You miss the subway. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Now you're waiting for the next one. God damn it, I missed that spot.
Yeah.
You're going from Brooklyn, then you're going out to Queens, then you're into Manhattan, then you go back up to Harlem, 107th Street. You're all over, and the humidity's hotter than in here, and your joke book's all melted, and your money's gone, and there's giant rats, giant ones, and they look bigger than Gertie, and they're just like... You're just
They're
like,
big.
yeah, and everything smells like piss.
The worst is like if you do miss a subway, then getting an Uber and you're like, that was my profit for that.
Then you just go, well, this spot money's gone tonight, and you're trying to pay rent. But I loved it. I got a lot of great friends out there. I love the club owners. And I love LA comedy. I love it both. People are like, which one, man? Which one's better? There's no better, man. Just doing comedy is the best. It's not a fucking Raider game. You know what I mean? Yeah, East Coast is better. It's like, get out of that old rap mentality. We're on stage doing comedy. This is great. I don't care where
it's unreal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Like the other night, Laugh Actually was just unreal to be back.
You just can't believe it. Sometimes when you're up there, you can't even believe it.
Yeah.
It's so electric sometimes. That, like, I played music 25 years. I maybe had 5 gigs where I was like out of body experience.
Oh, yeah.
And I've had hundreds of stand-up shows
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're like up
Jesus
there going,
Christ.
I can't even believe what's going on right now. Where everything's firing, crowd work,
Yeah.
the bits, and riffing and shit. You're just like, man, this shit is going.
Yeah.
You know?
It's unreal too. Like, oh, jeez, at fucking say that when the time you're like, oh no. It's like I've already done 15 minutes.
Oh, it's so crazy, right? I remember when I first...
It felt like a day and a
I went
half
on my
doing 3
first
minutes.
feature run. Jay Davis was like, hey, dude, I'm doing this NASCAR corporate gig. You got 15, right? I'm like, oh, yeah. I only had like 7, maybe 7 if it was working good.
Oh, yeah.
And we get out there, dude, and I'm clicking into the first few minutes, and it's fucking huge NASCAR corporate gig. And I'm just like, holy shit, I got 12 more minutes left. Dude, you're trying to go slow? Like, I was driving out here today. That's crazy. Where are you from? This is the worst comedy hip-hop record. Where are you from? What do you do? You with her? You single? Nice hat, asshole. Pretty cool shorts. Just all the fucking
The classics.
help me's.
Yeah.
Those are all help me's. Those are all, oh my God, I'm lost. There's something there. How about that one? There's something there. There's nothing there. That's why they didn't laugh. There's something there.
I like anyway. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah,
How about this one?
No.
Like a busy signal on a phone.
I do like when if you're doing it as a joke, I find it hilarious. But if you're doing it as a fucking,
Oh, it's so funny, right? Like my favorite is like when you just switch into it, like this show shit. Like you just abandon material. It happened to me at that goddamn show.
Which one?
Like last week. Oh, I don't think I was at the Laugh Factory, and they had to cancel.
Oh,
Were you there?
no.
And the whole room was drunk.
I was hosting.
I never see. Yeah, you were hosting.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
the guy stood up.
Oh, the guy stood up. So check this out.
Give me the story.
I'm at the factory.
It's still not full capacity, so it's kind of
yeah,
a
it's
bit
like-
weird.
yeah.
It was spread out.
That jam it was.
Right. So I'm there, and somebody cancels, and Enrique goes, "Hey man, we got to cancel. You want to do it?" And I was like, "Oh hell yeah!" Whenever that happens to me, it's the greatest.
Isn't it? It's like
it's no better.
It's like extra money in the pocket.
It's like when you
find
put on an old
100.
jacket and you go, "Oh shit, here's that fucking 50."
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's so. Anyway, I run up, I do my spot at the store, and then I run right back, and I see the guy on before me, and it's not going too good. Like the crowd is just kind of like they've never settled in. Like
Yeah.
you can tell when a crowd's never settled in. There's too many drink orders going. There's fucking people going to the bathroom nonstop, up and down. The room's moving, you know. So I get on and I start up with the material, and I start with the first bit and it doesn't do anything. I go, oh, that's all right. I'll just go into the next bit. Doesn't do anything. And then I go, oh, these guys aren't even listening. Each pocket, it was like their first night out from COVID, and they hadn't drank 2 drinks in like 10 minutes in a year.
Yeah.
The entire room is shit-faced. I mean, shit-faced. And over here, you got 2 gay guys that, it's Pride Week, so they're having fun, and I'm ripping with them, but they look like a couple of bad undercover cops. And I look at one, and I go, so where did you 2 meet? And the woman, she goes, I'm a woman. And then the room starts to laugh, and then this guy over here starts going, I just got married. I just got married out of nowhere. And I go, oh, yeah, congrats, man. He goes, yeah, this is my wife, man. You disrespecting her? And I go, what? I'm not even looking at the guy. I haven't even said a word to him. I'm over here on the Pride Week, and he goes, "Are you disrespecting my wife?" And I turn and I go, what are you even talking about? And he goes, "You want to wrestle?" And he fucking stands up. He's huge and he is fucked up. And I go, "I only wrestle naked." And he takes starts taking his fucking clothes off.
And then his little wife is like, "No."
His wife's grabbing him, and then I go, "So where'd you guys get married?" She goes, "We got married 5 years ago." I go, "I thought you just got married." He goes, "You're disrespecting my wife again."
That was it. He was sitting like he
Yeah.
was on a couch.
He was on the couch. He was just kind of like, "It's all good, dog." And he was like, oh my God. He was like Orange County kind of bro. Maybe drove a Raptor. One of those dudes.
He goes as well at one point. He goes, what did he say? Out of nowhere, he just goes,
Yeah. Oh yeah. He starts doing this.
out of nowhere. And then his wife stood up and he was sitting down. It was like he was just woke up in the couch and he just looked up at her.
He
and
was
the two of
fucked
them
up.
start making out.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Like they're 13.
Yeah.
Just like
So fucked up. The whole crowd was fucked up. Everyone in there. And I'm riffing on it, and it turns out to be crushing. Like, I'm fucking like, I got like this crowd work thing going on where it's like ping pong. I got fucking want to wrestle, disrespect the wife. I got Pride Week over here. They're killing one guy. He looks like an old Sam Elliott. You know, he's got the giant mustache. And then the people in the back are dying laughing because everything's going on. And I'm just like, wow. And when I got off the next comic, I forget who it is. He goes, "Oh, they should just end the show now because there's no way you could do material. There'd be no way to go up there and go, so anyway, I'm single." It was just like, "You're disrespecting my wife."
You know what's funny about disrespecting dude? He said to me, he answered his phone during my set.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes, what did he say again? He just started shouting stuff at me too, and I was like, this is too much.
And let me tell you, zero security. Zero. This guy stood up and was like, "You want to wrestle?"
No, 4 minutes later, or 5 minutes after you got off stage, security came up to me and was like, "Is there an issue?"
Oh, yeah, like fucking after the fight would have went down.
With the dude's like this 6'5" guy that like his top is off.
Yeah.
Wait, Nick's not security, is he?
He's one of them, yeah.
Oh, God.
But with
You're
the
fucked.
dude,
You're
the
fucked.
dude answers the phone,
Yeah.
and then he says something. He goes, he said it to you too, I think. He goes, "I work hard for my money."
Drug dealer.
And I was like, "Okay, man." He goes, "I'm generous." All right. He made a point about being generous.
Yeah.
And the waitresses came up to me and they were like, I think they just walked out.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, they didn't tip us a cent."
Yeah.
I was like,
That guy, there's a couple of sets I've had in my life that you just never forget.
yeah.
2 of them were in the Laugh Factory. One night I was doing a bit about Kung Fu. This is like 7 years ago. And, you know, I was like, what's up with these Kung Fu schools? They're all over Hollywood. I've never seen anyone do Kung Fu. Like, ever. You're in a bar fight, like, "Yeah, you disrespecting my wife," and then just break out Kung Fu. I've never seen it, but they're everywhere. So I'm riffing on Kung Fu, and this guy in the back, this is like 7 years ago, so I'm only like 3 years in. He stands up and he goes, "I'll show you Kung Fu." And he storms to the stage full fucking speed. And the factory has like a stair, 3 stairs up. As soon as he got to the 3rd one, I just kicked him into the chest. And he went flying over back to 3 tables, just
Spartan style.
because I didn't know what the fuck the guy was going to do, man. I mean, he was coming.
Where was he coming from?
From the back seats in the church kind of
Really?
seats. Yeah, and he ran.
He
He
sprinted,
sprinted, man. "I'll show you Kung Fu," and he sprinted straight to the stage, man. I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this guy doing?" Blam! And then they grabbed him and threw him out the side door instantly. Back when it was like tons of security and stuff.
Is there any chance that's on tape somewhere? I'd love to see that.
God, I'd love to see that too,
Kick in
right?
the chest.
Shit, man,
Jesus,
you get a
yeah.
weird set, you just never know.
That's the
man.
stuff of dreams. Like you fantasize about that. I wonder if someone rushed me on stage and I kicked him in the chest. How cool would that be?
It was fucking.
Yeah,
Did
that's
it.
very in the moment.
It was-
He did it.
Yeah.
Talking about crowd work.
Yeah.
I did some crowd work that night. But that fucking, you don't forget shit like that,
I won't. Yeah, that show, same show. That crowd was very odd, wasn't it?
No, that was the craziest show I've ever done.
Yeah, because
as far as everybody was gassed.
You know, it's funny too. It's funny when cause they were dispersed and you could see them all individually. You could see who liked you and who didn't.
Yeah. It was like pockets of weirdness too.
Yeah.
Like these two over here, the Sam Elliott, and those two, they definitely looked like undercover cops, and then Disrespect My Wife, and then there was just
there was 4 dudes.
4 dudes, they were in for Pride Week, and they were great.
Yeah.
Those guys were having a good time, and it was just, oh man, it was.
But those 4 dudes too, they were they kept ordering tap water.
Oh my God, definitely European.
No, they were and I goes,
after the minimum.
Tap water.
I was first on, and they were ordering tap water, and I was like, "What are you doing? Why are you here?"
Tap water. We don't want to ruin our ecstasy. It's can you imagine? I mean, there's people in there once in a while that are on ecstasy.
Oh, mental.
And you're like, what are you doing in a comedy club?
Yeah, why would you come here? I have a feeling that dude was on meth.
Yeah, he was definitely on meth or something. Because
my wife, that guy.
Yeah, this guy was fucking giant too. Yeah. For a minute, I was like, oh, this is fucked. It's gonna go down.
Him in the chest,
He was kind of he reminded me of Nate Diaz.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That's what he totally.
Yeah.
He definitely had a 4x4.
Like this.
Yeah, he was just
Damn.
yeah. And then when I was done, when I walked by him, he was like, yeah, all right, dog.
That's why. Oh, speaking of meth, I did San Diego.
Yeah.
And there was a dude who was packed, doing the front row, just sitting at the table on his own. So I was trying to talk to him. It's you're all alone. Are you all right? His head was swaying. He was like this, right? He was like. All I heard was, I'm Irish too.
Oh, no.
In a thick. And then he was so American, he starts just heckling me with compliments.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a bit and he's just you're very funny. And I'm just you gotta shut up. And he's heckling me. I was you know this is not good, even if you're complimenting me.
Yeah.
And I was shut the fuck. Eventually I was shut the fuck up, because the security just weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
And I'm coming off at the end and he's just yeah, I'm Irish. And then I goes, all right, man. And he goes, you want to go smoke a bit of crack?
Oh, you want to go smoke a crack? You should have just said, that's not an Irish thing, dude. We drink booze. Crack. He's just next level.
I just said it laughing. You know the way when you get off stage, you just want to get to the back.
Yeah.
And just be all right, I didn't get stabbed.
Yeah.
Walking through the crowd.
Yeah.
He was grabbing my arm. He's smoke with me.
What the fuck? Smoke with me. Usually somebody that smokes crack, they don't want to share. So this guy was fucking lonely. You know what I mean? Because if I'm smoking crack, I'm like, hey, I got to go to work. I just make up the story. No one asked me for hits. What the fuck?
No one asked
Who shares their crack? It's the guy that's...
because we're both Irish, and this guy's San Diego to the core.
Yeah. Listen.
That's funny.
Well, Mark and I were talking about San Diego is just everyone down there's drunk all the time. It's this Bourbon Street of California.
Yeah. It's cool though. I kind of like it down there.
No, but not for comedy.
Not for comedy.
For a weekend. Oh, for you to work down there.
For everything else, it's
Sorry.
great.
Oh, right. I hear you.
Yeah.
But comedy, it is it's like
tough.
doing it in a frat
counted.
house. It's like having a 3 a.m. party.
Yeah.
House party, and everyone's and then some guy comes in. So what's up with dinner?
I know. Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. And you got to keep the gas on. And over the last few years, I've been trying to go slower on stage.
Yeah.
And if you're going slower, it's just they're
it changes your whole act.
It changes your whole. You just gas is on.
And you're screaming at them.
Yeah, and you're definitely, and you're moving more.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. Right? And then you're just looking at your clock going, who's paying me? You just start looking around for the guy that's paying you. He's over there. I don't want to be looking for this guy after the set. I want to go right to my car and drive home.
Imagine it'd be hilarious if you could see the guy who's paying you.
Yeah.
And halfway through your set, you could see him walk to his car.
Just leave. Just drive off. You're like, that motherfucker. I mean, the only club that doesn't have the craziness would be, I haven't done the new Laugh Factory yet, but would be La Jolla Comedy Store, because that's not in San Diego proper.
Any other venue in San Diego for me has been.
Oh yeah, it's gas
mental.
on.
Yeah, people
Gas
getting
on.
kicked out like. At the start of a show, and they're there for a headliner.
Yeah.
That they came to see.
Yeah.
And you're like, you can't just chill.
No, they're like, just put the dude on that we came to see because we need to go ride the mechanical bull next door. You know?
It's a military town, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that evident when you're on stage? Is that, can you tell that?
I'd say it's the whole jacked up
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
energy.
Do you make like an America joke?
I think it's just.
Not really. It's
You're all right
just
with that.
they're
Okay.
just coked up and military. And
Yeah, I think it's like
the heat.
everybody just goes there for 4 years and then they leave. So they
Yeah.
go, they
It's
just
like a big
get,
college town
yeah, they
almost,
get drunk for
For
4
adults.
years and they go, I met my husband and we moved to, Orange County.
It's a
insane.
filtering up system.
Yeah.
The trash.
It's insane though how like the hottest chicks down there will be like a dude. You're like, he must be homeless.
Yeah.
He cannot not be
yeah.
homeless.
Yeah.
And it's the hottest looking. You're like, what is the dynamic here?
Sound
Yeah.
jealous, Mark?
Oh yeah, I was like, this is my kind of town.
I think I better get Gertie water.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hot now. I mean, I don't have a fur coat on. Gertie, she's like, hey, what is going on here?
All right, that's the back.
Yeah.
Welcome, Dean Delray.
Yeah, thanks, man, for
Check him
having
out
me.
at Dean on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Also, thanks for the fucking great spots over the last couple of years.
Oh,
too.
yeah, nice
For
one.
real, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I know that fucking gig, and I know how hard it is. Everybody, dude, how come you don't put me on? And there's no glory in it. And fuck, you're doing stage time, yeah, but it's fucking brutal. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Joe
And
Boss.
also saving me during the pandemic with your fucking nut house Zoom shit with your kooks who are probably watching right now like, he doesn't tell me what to do. I love it.
That's how we met him.
Yeah. I remember you now, actually. I do remember you.
I never give a shit.
My favorite was the gay guy. He was so great. He'd come on. I just got home from fucking. Remember that guy? He was killer.
Fortune teller for that.
No.
Andrew, what was his name?
He was great.
Yeah.
I loved
There
him,
was a
man.
few. There was a guy on a.
The honesty of of that guy was just great. I
Yeah,
loved him.
unreal.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
All right, so watch Sling Blade, and I'll see you on stage at Jam in the Van.
Yeah, perfect. Cheers. Nice
Yeah.
one. Subscribe, rate. Thank you.
Whoa!